So welcome back to our sports betting case study where we spent 6 months looking at a Martingale system and whether the progressive staking plan would be able to turn a negative outcome into a positive outcome. The case study rules, just to be clear, were that the selections must have a negative outcome. We were placing many bets and we would just place it on random selections throughout the week. And there needs to be a maximum loss or a maximum profit of $1,000, and at that point we would stop. Here's the actual rules of how we chose selections. We've gone through this many times, so you can see this in another video or hit pause. So the testing so far. Last test was test 15, and again we've made a profit. So after having 2 tests which wiped out just over $4,000, we've got back 25% of that with a nice profit of just over $1,000. That takes our entire running total just over $6,000 again. Now, the first 10 tests had a profit of $6,600. You can see the next 5 tests have basically broken even. They're at a slight loss of about $600. So it'll be interesting to see what the next 5 tests do and whether it ends up in a profit again. So here's the results around this particular test. So there were 8,853 bets. Of those, we made $1,044 in profit. When we stopped it, we had $184.54 left in recovery that we could have continued on with, but decided to just end the test at that point. And the maximum bet size is the largest we've had to get to, which was $3,526. So we'll have a look at the chart and we'll see what's happened. That is by far the biggest bet size we've had to do to have a recovery so far. So you'll see here in the chart that again, we never do anything for the first 1,000 bets until the staking kicks in, but we did have a bit of a nice little run up, especially for the first 8,000 bets until we started to hit some losers there. We had some big losers, but luckily we were in front there for a bit, and then the recovery kicked in. It would have taken us down fairly significantly negative had it lost. But we ended up winning and we moved up to above 1,000. Now the reason the bets got above 3,000, you can see there that we dropped pretty much close to over $800 in one bet. And with our progressive staking method and the way it increased to over $3,500. It took a while to get that bet on. That's why there's quite a few bets in between, but when it could get the bets on, it did skyrocket it back up to over 1,000 with a few tail off bets that were open, just finishing up in there. So overall, another profitable test, which is interesting because I am looking for this to lose long term. This shouldn't work. So again, interesting. We've just got to see how it keeps going. I'll run another 5 tests. We'll at least get to 20 tests and see where we end up. So hopefully this gave you a bit of interesting information on whether martingales can work, which they appear to be working at the moment. And thanks for watching the video.